So in this video, we're trying to understand fractional exponents and be able to evaluate them. So here are the three that you need to know. Um, the nth root of c is really the same thing as 1 over n to exponent, excuse me. And then you have these other two here. So let me just write them down in your notes so that you have them and it's clear and you see the steps on that. But we're looking at fractional exponents. So fractional exponents. Okay. Again, it's in the book on page 241 is where I'm at. So make sure you can get into that. So again, like we've been working with, the radical n of c is the same thing as c to the exponent of 1 over n. But the other two is like c to the m over n. When you have a fraction in the exponent, you can rewrite it as c to the 1 over n exponent to the m. Because if you multiply, you get right back to this. Or you could write it in radical form, where you have the radical nth root of c to the m. And the last one that they show is where we have the nth root of c to the m. Okay, we can rewrite it as c to the m to the 1nth, right? And then we're right back to what we started with, which is m to the n. So these two are really the same, just written in both directions. And so these are the key things that you want to pay attention in the problems. So for the example 3, they have 32 to the looks like it's to the 3/2 or 3/5. Okay, and so we can rewrite it as 32 to the 1/5 to the 3rd. And then they don't show this in the book, but I'm going to show it. I'm going to break that 32 up. 32 is really 2 to the 5th, and then that's to the 1/5 to the 3rd. And so that's why you see in the book this right here turns into a big 1, and that's why they skip that. And so they say it's 2 to the 3rd, which just gives us 8. Okay, so that's the part A problem example. The other one they do is with a negative exponent. So we have 2 to the negative 2/3. And so we can rewrite this. I'm sorry, 27 I meant to say. 27 to the negative 2/3. And so we can write it as 27 to the 1/3 to the negative 2. Okay, one of them has to be negative. Again, I'm going to show a few more steps because they don't do that. But I'm going to do a parentheses and another parentheses and another parentheses, and then 3 to the 3rd, and then that's to the 1/3 to the negative 2. Because 27 really is 3 to the 3rd. And again, this turns into a 1. And so all you get is 3 to the negative 2nd. And because this is a negative exponent, right, everything goes down to get rid of the negative in the exponent. So that's really 1 over 3 squared, which is really 1/9. And so this is how they do these particular problems. Let's take a look at a story problem that they do in the book. And this one I'm going to read it because it just, I don't want to have to write all this when it's already in your book. But we have a scale rating factor for Fujita, and it's a tornado of a tornado. And here is the equation that they're giving you, where W is estimated wind speed of the tornado in miles per hour. What is the Fujita scale rating of a tornado? with estimated wind speeds of 100 miles per hour. So you're just basically putting 100 into this equation and then calculating it. And that's what they did. They took the 100 and the 14.1 and and noticed that they could change it into 2/3 as a particular exponent, right? Because these mean the same thing. And then they went ahead and divided the 100 by 14.1, got the 7.09, then took it to the exponent of 2/3, which gave us 3.69, and then minus 2, which gives you the 1.69. So a tornado was estimated with a speed of 100 miles per hour is classified as an F1 according to Fujita's scale. So I'd like you to do the same thing with these two try-it problems, okay? And turn those in as well with the other problems.